if I was a consumer, Matt, how do I find the best mortgage lender?
Well, I always encourage to have multiple conversations, so that way you know that you're in the right hands.
Sure.
And a lot of the times it has anything to do with price, because we're all very competitive. So it's not like you get mortgage company that's ridiculously high in cost over here, and then it's one that's really, really low. They're all pretty much average the same. But the difference is how they approach your situation and how they guide you and advise you. It's more than just buying a car. It's just more than buying a t-shirt. You're helping people move into their home. So understanding the family and the family dynamic is important. And, how many bedrooms do you need? How many bathrooms? Where are you at now? What's going to put you in a better position? Whether it's space-wise, and that has to do with the house, or if it's financial-wise, whether it has to do with lowering or increasing the mortgage payment. You got to get to know those buyers, and I think that's where the difference comes in. So say if you get company A, company B, and company C, and they're all pretty much same on price, but then you have that one person like sits down with you and meets with you and goes over the fees and why this is that and why this is this. It gives you a leg up, because they feel like, okay, we're going to spend our money with this person versus the next. I really do try to go over option A, option B, option C, and see how it benefits them in the long run, but not just the short term, because the short term is if you're trying to buy a house. So let's get you into a financial vehicle that will be able to close on the house. Yeah. But is that setting you up for success? Maybe if you're, if you have that extra 5-minute conversation, you'll learn from this person that he has aspirations to buy a multifamily or a single family later, and he's okay with the multifamily. He just needs someone to go over. He or she needs someone to go over it with them and spend the time on it.
Now, Matt, can we talk about the difference that somebody would receive in service from a local mortgage broker that understands and knows the market versus someone in a call center out in Seattle?
Well, if it was in Seattle, particularly, which is a good example, they're in a completely different time zone. So you're dealing with someone that's not awake and operating at the same time that you are. So sometimes it works out and customers have a great experience with them. I think that's far and few in between. I think that more often than not they get frustrated with that part of it.
I would agree. I've seen the frustration.
Yeah, and then also with the Seattle, the technology, because there's such a unique tech environment with our business, with when it comes to signing disclosures and getting information and then receiving stuff from people, we're very, very tech savvy.
Yes.
So, which is great, and most of the time it works really well. But then you get the customers that aren't so tech savvy.
So how do you deal with the customers?
Well, go meet with them and go get it.
Okay.
Go sit down with them. Like, I need this document. I don't need this document. It's just some people don't have the ability to upload documents or send emails the way that I would. So, but I don't want to inhibit them from getting a mortgage.
In Rhode Island, our listeners should know that the average Rhode Islander owns a home for 2.7 years, and people may be like, "What? No way." 2.7 years, and across the country the average is around 5 years. No one is holding on to that mortgage for 30 years anymore.
No, so that's a good point.
The difference is not even
if you look up the amount of interest that you pay over 3, 4, 5 years, it's hundreds of dollars. It's not like thousands.
Yeah.
And it's a big consideration.